Morning everybody, सभी को राम राम. It is my pleasure to be with you in the fourth Indian Agriculture Outlook Forum 2020. First of all, I would like to congratulate the ministry, and I mean ministry means administrative team of working under the leadership of Mr. Sanjay Agrawal for making possible this annual forum for discussing national and global agricultural outlook. I have been noticing all these years this forum growing in both national and international participation. A vibrant platform for deliberating on the global and national agricultural issues is crucial for both policymakers and other stakeholders for update on emerging issues and their solutions. Experts from India and a lot of foreign countries deliberating on key agriculture issues before India and the world in this pandemic time is very timely and appreciated. I congratulate the forum for its wisdom for focus on major initiatives made by the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare, particularly in the aftermath of COVID-19, and how these measures would shape the future of Indian agriculture. Ladies and gentlemen, I must share with you that agriculture has emerged as the star performer in India's pandemic hit economy. We achieved 3.4 percentage growth, for which I must congratulate every farmer, every stakeholder, and the central and state governments for their appreciable commitment to perform. Even the pandemic situation, the ministry worked hard to announce both Kharif and Rabi MSP well before the usual dates, and all key conference without failing to enable the farmers and stakeholders to face the challenges. The result is not only a positive growth in 2019-20, but also an all-time high showing of Rabi and Kharif crops, moving us to brighter 2021 also. Not only this, we completed the entire course of legislation process of farm bills to free our farmers from the hurdlers in earning more profit from their produce this time of plenty. These were long-awaited area of concern. The farm bill are aimed at facilitating innovative farm management solutions of farm produce organizations, contract farming, better marketing facilities, storage, transport, agro-processing, and benefit from trade and commerce linkages. Turning India farmer into profit makers in the face of new challenges of the problems of plenty in agriculture is the goal of farm bills. India is considered as agriculture's superpower in world with top position in some 26 aspects of produce production and aspects. Let this translate into profitable farming. This, along with the massive push to improving agriculture infrastructure under the PM's Atmanirbhar Bharat scheme, are going to be game changers. Ladies and gentlemen, Farmer Produce Trade and Commerce Promotion and Facilitation Act 2020 intends to create an ecosystem for farmers and traders to enjoy freedom and choice of sale and purchase of agriculture produce, as it provides an intrastate trade and commerce outside the physical premises of market notified under the state agriculture produce marketing legislations. Similarly, Agriculture of Price Assurance and Farm Service Act 2020 will empower farmers in engaging with processors, wholesalers, aggregators, wholesales, large retailers, exporters, etc. on level playing field. In the same way, amendment of Essential Commodity Act will provide the agricultural sector enabling grounds for farmers to benefit from high production, which is possible when trade and commerce are free to carry on business in agriculture produce. Still, another major step we have taken is the creation of Agriculture Infrastructure Fund to support farmers, PACs and FPOs, agriculture entrepreneurs for building community farming assets and post-harvest agriculture infrastructure. This will enable farmers to enjoy best farm management and business to ensure high quality produce, greater value for their produce, reduce wastage and increase processing and value addition. The objective of the reforms and policy measures is to strengthen all activities and services in agriculture, horticulture and allied sectors through creation, development of agriculture infrastructure, micro food enterprises, value chain and logistics for fishery and animal husbandry, medicinal and herbal plants and beekeeping. I wish Indian agriculture as the non-positive growth contributor in the current pandemic situation be propped up to turn the silver lining into the permanent feature. This forum with experts from several countries, international organizations and business and industry, I hope, would be able to help India in deciding the path ahead in the light of their own experiences. I conclude with the call for all active participations in the forum over the next 1.5 days and delegation enlighten us with your deep insight and knowledge on emerging agriculture issues. The deliberations would bring out more clarity on global developmental issues and the objective of transforming agriculture into farmers' welfare and prosperity while maintaining quality of natural resources. Jai Hind, thank you very much.